Every town has that one kid who just can't let go of scary stories. In the small American town of Baraboo, Wisconsin, that kid was Caven Miller. He was 17, quiet most of the time, but when it came to horror legends, his eyes lit up with a strange kind of fire. Unlike other teenagers who played video games and went to parties, Caven spent hours browsing online forums, reading creepypastas, and watching shaky YouTube videos claiming to show real paranormal encounters. His favorite? The faceless figure in the woods, Slender Man. He didn't just believe in the legend, he was obsessed. He filled notebooks with sketches of a tall, faceless man in a black suit, wrote down supposed sightings across America, and even plotted maps of forests where people had gone missing. His parents thought it was just a phase, harmless teenage curiosity. But Caven's friends noticed something darker. He wasn't just reading about Slender Man. He wanted to find him. One night at a diner, his best friend Tyler warned him, "Dude, you're gonna lose it. Slender Man isn't real. He's just an internet meme." Caven smiled but didn't argue. Deep down, he was convinced that if he searched long enough, he would come face to face with a faceless man. And nothing could stop him. On a cold October evening, just days before Halloween, Caven packed his backpack with a flashlight, his camera, and a journal. He told his mom he was going to spend the night at Tyler's, but instead, he rode his bike out of town toward the thick stretch of forest known as Devil's Creek Woods. Local legends said the woods were haunted. People whispered about strange disappearances. A hunter who vanished without a trace. Kids who dared each other to enter but never stayed long. The perfect place, Caven thought, to prove Slender Man was real. He locked his bike near the entrance and walked in. The deeper he went, the quieter it became. No cars, no voices, not even crickets, just the crunch of his boots against fallen leaves. He wrote in his journal, 10:12 p.m. I'm inside the forest now. The air feels heavy, like I'm being watched. As the moon rose higher, shadows stretched across the trees, twisting into shapes that looked almost human. Caven felt that strange thrill, the mixture of fear and excitement that comes when you know you're too deep to turn back. Hours passed. He followed deer trails, snapped pictures of broken branches, and filmed short clips on his camera. Nothing unusual, until he noticed something carved into the bark of an old oak tree. A crude circle with an X through it. His hands shook as he traced it with his fingers. It was the very same symbol he had seen in Slender Man stories online. He whispered, "He's here. I know it." Somewhere behind him, a branch snapped a T first. Caven thought it was just an animal. A deer, maybe a raccoon. But the sound of footsteps, slow, deliberate, told him otherwise. He spun around with his flashlight, the beam cutting through the fog. Nothing, just trees stretching endlessly into the night. He laughed nervously into his camera. Okay, probably just my imagination, but it really feels like someone's following me. Then he saw it. At the edge of his light, between two trees, something impossibly tall. The beam only caught its legs and part of its torso, but Caven froze. His breath hitched in his throat. Slowly, he tilted the flashlight upward. A black suit, unnaturally long arms, and where a face should have been, nothing but pale, featureless skin. Caven dropped his flashlight. Darkness swallowed him whole. The woods grew deadly silent. He scrambled to pick it up, hands trembling so badly he almost couldn't switch it back on. When the light flickered again, the figure was gone. His chest tightened. He knew the stories. Slender Man didn't run. He didn't chase. He just appeared closer each time. "Hello." Caven's voice cracked. "I just want to see you. I'm not afraid." But that was a lie. His knees were shaking. His heart hammered so loud it echoed in his ears. The camera, still rolling, caught his terrified face as he whispered, "I think he's real. Oh God, I think he's real." And then came the sound again, closer now. Behind him, he spun around. Nothing. But when he turned back, the faceless figure stood just a few feet away. Caven screamed and ran. His flashlight beam swung wildly, catching flashes of white bark and tangled roots. Branches clawed at his face, tore at his clothes. He didn't care. He just had to get out. But the forest was endless. No matter how far he ran, he never found the edge. His lungs burned, legs shaking, but every time he dared to look back, the figure was still there. Not chasing, not running, just closer. The journal slipped from his backpack. Pages scattered like dead leaves. The camera fell too, landing in an angle that showed only the boy's frantic footsteps as he stumbled deeper into the woods. Hours later, the footage ends abruptly with a high-pitched ringing sound, followed by silence. Caven never came home. The next morning, search parties combed Devil's Creek woods. They found Caven's bike chained near the trailhead, his flashlight broken, his camera scratched but still recording. But Caven himself? He was gone. The last frame of the footage showed a tall, pale figure standing between the trees, motionless, watching. To this day, no body was ever found. Some say Caven ran away. Some say he became another name on the long list of disappearances tied to Slender Man. But those who watch his final video online swear that if you pause at the right second, you'll see the faceless man tilt his head like he was staring right through the screen at you. And maybe, just maybe, Caven got what he always wanted. He found Slender Man. But he never lived to tell the tale.